up? I got Naskin here with me. This ain't a diss song, but yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring, that's nothing. Pull up in your town when you.
Yeah, it's time. We got to start getting some more situational ball, and that's something that we're implementing in our meetings as well, just kind of talking about, and as well as our walkthroughs. So, you know, that's where a lot of games are won and lost in this league.
Man, what did you say to Josh Jones, and why wasn't he back on the field the rest of the practice?
I just said I told him to get out at that particular moment. You know, that's not what we want to be about. We've got to take care of our teammates. We are a team. We need everybody, and so that's just kind of how we operate. No, I don't want to tackle. We're in a thud situation because it's one thing if a guy knows he's about to get tackled. It's another thing when a guy gets tackled and he's not necessarily expecting it. I think that leads to injuries. Like I've told you guys before, we want to stay off the ground, and so it's unfortunate, but it happened.
You know, on that play, it looked like Carson lowered his head a bit and ran into Tony Brown. I assume it's what Josh objected to.
Yeah, it's tough. You guys probably had a better vantage point than I did. I mean, I'm well behind the play, and sometimes your vision gets, you know, a little cloudy with just all those bodies in there.
Hey man, is that something you stressed from day one, that fighting and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna have a zero tolerance policy on that.
Hey, Kevin King didn't do much in team. Is there a reason to limit his work there?
You know what? I'd have to. I guess I'll have to check that out afterwards. That's news to me. So.
Matt, what have you seen from Coleman?
Because I haven't heard anything otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. I know this. I can tell you this. We're extremely mindful of all our reps. We're trying to showcase everybody and making sure that we keep our guys fresh. So I don't know if something happened, but yeah, that's news to me.
What have you seen from Coleman so far? You know, kind of the reps he's gotten.
Yeah, Kadar's done a nice job. He challenges our receivers each and every day. He's not afraid to get up and bump them, and so he's made some nice plays. I think, again, young player. It'll be interesting once we get to real live game action to see how he responds. But I'm excited about him.
In the 2-minute drill, it looked like Dexter had a really nice blitz pickup when we worked back across the formation. Is that the kind of encouraging progress you want to see in pass pro?
Yeah, I think so. What happened in that situation, our quarterback flipped the protection, and you know, he took care of his business. His eyes were in the right spot and saw the blitzer and picked him up. So that is encouraging. It's something that I know he's been working hard at, and you know, it's good to see that improvement.
Yeah, how you felt yesterday, whether that's irritated or mad or however you would assess it. Did you see what you were hoping to see from the offense today in response to that?
Yeah, it wasn't just the offense. It was really all three phases, to be quite honest. Yeah, I think it was better. It's still, I can tell our operation. That's why we had the 40-second clock out there today. It still is not where it needs to be, and that's a work in progress. And I think, but I did see the improvement. I think we got a good group of guys that are responsive. They're coachable. Good high character guys, and I think they brought the much better energy today.
I don't know if you have any timeline for Aaron Jones with the hamstring tightness, but in general, how much training camp and preseason does he need to be ready for you?
Well, I think all the backs, they need to get in there and get some game action and just, you know, feel like it's been months since he's taken a hit, and they need to feel a little bit of that prior to week one. So, you know, it was definitely precautionary with him. He had some tightness, and he's going to be an important part of our football team. So we need him to be fresh and healthy, and so we're a little cautious with him today.
You mentioned the play clock and urgency, and it's not where it needs to be. Is it where you expect it to be at this point in camp? Do you expect practice by practice plays to be snapped faster with more time on the play clock?
Yeah, I expect us to get better each and every day. we tell our guys, you're either going to get better or you're going to get worse. And so I do think it was better today, but there's still a lot of room for improvement right there.
It looked like you guys were working on pressure from an empty set, where you're going 5 wide, spreading it out. How much of that is Aaron figuring things out at the line of scrimmage? How much of that is preordained, called in?
That's a lot of Aaron. That's the world he's lived in. And I will say that was a lot of good work. You know, Mike does a great job of having some empty adjustments that are quite challenging on an offense. And it's nice to have a quarterback that has that command and that ability to be able to get you out of some bad situations. And he did a nice job today.
On that series in the 2-minute competition at the end, chipping away with Devontae the left into the big play, I guess. Did you like the way that series looked?
Yeah, I love it when the ball ends up in the end zone from an offensive perspective, and then defensively we got to do a better job of not allowing that to happen. I'll be interested to see the tape of that because I heard, of course, the defense is saying that was OPI, but I guess, hey, it'll all be reviewed anyways.
Hey, man, at the end of the team, prior to the 2 minutes, that's center through it, hobbled a little bit, just checking out his left leg. Is there anything there to tell you anything?
No, he didn't say anything to me, and matter of fact, he was out there running, so I don't think it's a problem.
Yesterday you said you didn't want to have to condition your team after practice. Were they out there doing sprints? Was that your suggestion? Is that something they wanted to do?
No, that was something that they did, and they're taking ownership. I think these guys, we got smart guys that know their body and where they need to be, and I think particularly for the quarterbacks, it's a little, their running's a lot less than the majority of the team out there, on a normal practice. So the guys I've been around, a lot of those QBs have. They do get post-practice conditioning. Shoot, I wish I could go run with them, but matter of time.
With Darnell, is it just a plan to kind of increase his workload day by day to get him to kind of be full practice?
Yeah, we're not gonna throw him back in there. We're just gonna incrementally, load him up as we go. Today he did an individual. He'll be a part of our walkthroughs, which are very minimal intensity. But yeah, so he'll get a little bit more each and every day.
Going back to the running backs for a second, I know you're still learning Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones during year one, but with both those guys out, the rest of the guys are all really new. A draft pick and 2 guys you just picked up. How much value is there with those guys in Trey to get that work today, just to kind of see what they have?
Yeah, absolutely. You said it. We're trying to evaluate those guys and see what they're all about, and it's such a great opportunity, especially when you got some younger backs to throw them in the mix. Like I said, some of those looks that they're getting from a defensive perspective are challenging, especially when you're talking about the pass protection that are really good for them.
Along those lines, are you limited at all because you do have up your 4 running backs to this guy and probably don't know everything you need to know?
Yeah, no, it's certainly there's a lot of coaching going on. Coach Shermans does such a great job with those guys. I can't say enough about him as a coach. He's one of the best running back coaches I've been around. So he does a great job preparing those guys each and every day. I know they preview the script just so the guys know what to do and that you're not limited from a play calling perspective.
Are there things getting to Devontae Adams' trust as opposed to sequencing the play where he just knows when he gets to the point instead of maybe when he's confident in there? Will there be times where he's spreading it around a little bit more?
Yeah, I think, especially when you get in those 2-minute situations, a lot of those plays were designed for Devontae. And so I'll say this about Aaron. He's done a great job of being disciplined with the progressions. And then, he a lot of times he makes that play come to life when it's not there in rhythm, and then he creates and extends. But, obviously they got a tremendous rapport with one another, and there's a lot of trust there, and that's comforting for any quarterback.
Matt, do you see that rapport developing, though, with any of his other guys, maybe Marquez, or?
Yeah, every day. Like you saw it at the end of that 2-minute drive. I think with all those guys, the guys that he's played ball with, been out in the battle with, you know, with Jimmy, EQ, Jake. I think all those guys he's got a good rapport with.
What have you seen these first 6 practices from Tanyan, and what do you think you might have there as you kind of move forward with him?
Yeah, I'm excited about him. I think he gets better each and every day with not only in the pass game but in the run game. So he's a valuable piece. Again, another young player, and it'll be fun to watch him, you know, in those preseason situations.
So, I just love my team. Yeah, that's the team with them big G's on the helmet.